Eagle River chain approached the Sheriff's Department because in past years there'd been more patrol out on the lakes due to cutbacks and stuff throughout the state funding and in general with our low manpower. They decided to contact us and see if we would add some manpower and help them with support from them financially, that we would be able to patrol the Eagle River chain specifically. Being that I had worked the chain prior to, like I explained, it's good reception, especially the people that live on the chain. They were glad to see the boat out again on a more regular basis than it had been in the past few years. So even the vacationers that came up, it was very receptive. Being that I've traveled many of the chains before just in fishing and recreating itself, Eagle River chain is the more long lakes and stuff. So I guess it's not a congestion thing. It was more of a presence. Not that it's a PR thing, but just being out there to someone seeing that somebody's out there to monitor the traffic, so you don't have the safety problems as some other chains do. As far as traveling too close or slow and awake to the shore, many people, when you explain it to them, they think it was more of a safety factor. But once explained to them that it's an environmental thing, as far as erosion of the channels and the shoreline, that it's more of an environmental than it is a safety factor thing. And many of the people on the chain obviously know that they live on the chain, but some of the people that recreate don't realize that's a better part of the enforcement why we do that, because it's an environmental more than a safety factor. The change of the traffic that you've seen this year, you see a lot more of the wake boats that are throwing a bigger wake, and they know, most of them know that idle down, but you get some people that don't know how to tilt the motor right. They're creating more of a wake, and they're probably going slower, but the wake is created because of their operation of that boat. You know, it's usually a couple runs up and down the chain, and once they see the boats on the chain, the people that are minding the regulations, they're still going to mind the regulations, obviously, but you'll see the younger crowd that are the jet skis, or you see the ones that are out recreating, they tend to mind their business a lot better once they've seen the boat out there. And you're not looking at it as an enforcement. I don't look at it as an enforcement thing. I look at it as a compliance. So once you gain the compliance by looking, then you can reduce the amount of enforcement that you have to do. It's how they're receptive to you and how flagrant their violation was. People that honestly are at the edge of it, they really don't know the ordinance or the state statute as well, but once explained to them, they understand it. But there are some that you see that are operation that aren't being flagrant. I don't have a whole lot of tolerance for them, so a citation mostly is warranted if it's a flagrant issue, and they live on the chain or they've been on the chain before that you've recognized them. They know what the rules are. The whole thing is, you're not out there ruining a good time. You're trying to create a better environment for the ones that are enjoying the good time. That's the way I look at it, and added that there's more of a safety factor with it involved. The biggest thing is if you have a family member or somebody or renting, is to give them the rules up front as to what it is, because a lot of it, like I said, people may not know exactly what the right or wrong thing to do, and the explanation from somebody that's been on the chain that knows what it is, I believe it goes a long way, is the education part, by just the general population, not even law enforcement.